Welcome, Pathfinders, to the Find the Path podcast actual play of the Mummy's Mask Adventure Path, episode 75.
Woohoo!
The one with guest star Kelru, unexpected.
Woohoo! We have our celebrity cameo, Kelru, as played by, I don't know.
You?
As played by me. I will be guest starring and also hosting.
Hey!
I totally...
Almost 100. 3/4 of the way to 100.
Yeah.
So yeah, when we last left our heroes, the Doorkeepers +1, I'm not entirely positive what your character's group name is anymore.
Hollis? Group.
Hollis and the Doorkeepers?
Ooh!
No, she doesn't get lead billing. She hasn't been
Sugar
here.
and the Doorkeepers.
I will agree to Sugar and the Doorkeepers because that's hilarious that the chicken is now leading us.
The chicken is not leading.
She's wonderful.
Someday soon, it will be the smartest character in the party.
I did
Probably
say
already is.
I did say when Jess told me what
Very good
character she
chance.
was making, she said she's like her familiar is a chicken, and I was like, all right, this is my favorite thing ever. This is
Suck a chicken.
So, when last we had left off, the heroes had made their way to the city of Tephu after leaving the city of Wati. The party had split up, gone their various separate ways.
Why do we always split the party?
3/4 of the party stayed behind at the desert wind, end of the desert winds, is that right?
Something like that.
You tell me,
Give the
man.
timeline, Heather. Where are you staying?
I didn't write it down because
You're
you
fired.
said like 3 different things. You said like the desert winds, and then you called it something else later, and I crossed out desert winds, and so now I don't know what it is.
It's the end of the desert winds.
Okay.
It's official. 3/4 of the party had stayed at the end of the desert winds.
To play Sinette.
To play Sinette and attempt to force Onuris to socialize with the rest of the group, which failed
You jerks.
mostly.
Because Sinette is a 2-person game.
Yeah. You just sat
You gotta
nearby
play
and
winner.
stared at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sitting there just stroking on her and staring at that chicken angrily.
Hey.
And sighing, and lots of sighing.
And her just like, I just want to eat that chicken.
You can't eat the chicken.
Cannot eat the chicken.
The moral compass of the party had taken off with Falto making her way off into the city
To meet the parents.
Yeah, to have a nice meet the parents date.
Sad part is I think Sitra is so oblivious that she doesn't realize how any of this looks. She's probably just like, yeah, this is my friend Falto.
Y'all are definitely dating.
Kind of together, sure.
You guys are totally together.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think she sees this as like a meet the parents thing. It's more of a, hey, look, he's my friend. Like,
In
I
Citra's
think
mind, it's not serious.
I don't know.
Ow, you leading him
Wow,
on, man?
that's
I
so
don't
mean.
Yeah, that's really mean because I wasn't meaning it like that. I just think she's oblivious. She probably hasn't exactly dated a lot. She's had a bit of a rough go of it for the past
Save it for the after
time.
party.
So
This is my friend who I've been sharing an inn room with for like 3 weeks, and now we have our own room at this other inn, and I brought him to meet my parents, but it's not serious.
yeah,
I mean,
she stayed with you in an inn before. She didn't think that
You're
was
not
serious.
shacking up with Onuris.
yeah, but Falto was there the whole time you were sharing an inn room with Onuris.
I don't know.
Suddenly
Really?
a love triangle appears.
I
think
distinctly
so.
remember a Falto blanket
Wait,
A what?
where he was a blanket and you moved him off of you and you got up.
Ah, I see what you mean.
Anyway, this is after party talk. We have to focus on what we're doing here.
Okay.
But yeah, Sitra and Falto had made their way off into the city. Sitra had gone to check up on her parents, who seemed to be doing quite well for themselves, actually. They'd recently received a new commission to redo the starry night sky in the Great Library of Tephu, of which Sitra immediately went, how can I put this to my advantage?
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, we were given a very nice inn to at least go scout around.
Yeah, Sitra and her parents had a nice dinner together, enjoyed some chatting, got to introduce Falto. Falto is very charming,
Yes.
as he can be. Parents love Falto.
Audience love Falto too.
Audience love Falto too.
He's our most popular NPC.
Everyone loves Falto.
Yes.
Following that, Sitra had returned. The party had reconvened. You'd had a brief discussion about generally your plans. You had gone from the new city of Tephu into the old city of Tephu. Therein, you had a brief stopover at the Temple of Nethys, just to kind of check in, say hi. Hollis did some praying.
I did.
So you did your, deific obedience?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit,
You
little
then-
ritual.
You had then gone into the actual library, the Great Library of Tephu, building stacked full of hundreds, thousands of scrolls available even in its public section, and you know that this is only the tip of the iceberg, somewhat literally, as much like an iceberg, only the smallest about is above, and then there is a vast expanse of who knows what beneath.
And
in this case, beneath the city streets.
Yeah, and you mentioned
Tephu
like
itself.
several libraries. Like they have more than one library like hidden
They're
throughout
under
the
the city, yeah.
Yeah, it's like little secret nodes scattered about the city, these repositories of knowledge. So secret, in fact, that it is believed that some parts of the Church of Nethys doesn't actually remember where all the libraries are hidden.
I smell a side quest.
Hollis is very excited.
Upon entering in, you just kind of gave a nod to the reception desk. You'd gone, okay, well, I guess we're going to check out the public area first because it's actually 50 gold pieces to go into the
Private, like, inner sanctum type situation.
Now, where are my parents painting?
in the inner sanctum area.
Oh, okay.
50 gold, though, man, that's a racket.
That is a racket.
Like, what scholar is going to be like, you know what, I can spend 50 gold to look through and hope that there's a book in here that I
The
need.
rich scholar.
That's why I'm going to go help my parents.
Yeah, Hollis needs to make some money so she can go into the library.
Sudi thinks that your mom, your dad, and you suddenly need a bodyguard.
I think it might look a little suspicious considering they've already been working on this.
Oh, I was going to say, it looks suspicious because Sudi's got his special stone and everything.
That's true. And every time you say special stone, it doesn't sound any better.
No, it's real weird. She's right.
Okay, fine. My cost stone, then.
There you go.
Let's do proper nouns here.
Fine.
But there are 3 hallways branching off on this, to your left, right, and 4. Although these halls are effectively wide enough, and imagine the library scene from Beauty and the Beast, where it's just books stacked atop books, and just giant wall cases full of books and scrolls. And then past there's a left branch, a right branch, and then a forward passage. And then past that forward passage is what leads you into the Great Chamber of Knowledge, which is the section that you need to pay the 50 gold pieces to access. There are 2 curators behind the central desk, and then 2 more of them that you can see standing in the archway leading into that great chamber. So to collect the money from people. And you pass by a quartet of guards standing out front. So this place is obviously well tended and protected, and considering that it's property of the Church of Nethys, you can only imagine that the church would rush to intervene the 100 yards between this building and the main temple of Nethys if anything were to happen here. I think Sitra also detected a trap on the door.
Yeah, I think she did.
They could go into like a lockdown mode, probably is what it is.
But before you could go anywhere, you just kind of turned, began to make your way. The party had heard someone call out their name. Onuris had turned tensely. And as you turn around, behind you is a tall Garundi man with short-cut dark hair, fine chiseled features, wearing a robe of black and white, beneath which you can see armor, and carrying at his hip a weapon. The man extends his hands to either side. Peace, friends, peace.
I'm going to say it's canon that Digimon Hewson, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, is Kelru.
Ooh.
Peace, friends, peace.
Hollis
What
looks at
brings you to Tephu?
Kelru?
What are you doing here?
He's a priest of Nethys.
Well, I know, but like right now, what are you doing here?
Yes, I am a priest of Nethys, so that is part of it. And it is Kelru.
Sudi kind of has that like confusing moment where he's like, am I being belittled for just being like, I don't believe that that's you? Like,
Hollis
surprised.
looks between you guys and says, is this a friend?
It's a slightly long story that would probably be best told not here.
But is he a friend of y'all's?
An acquaintance, I suppose.
Acquaintance, yes.
Well, you know what? Any acquaintance of these guys, any acquaintance of these folks is an acquaintance of mine. Hollis Starkleather, pleased to meet you, brother.
It is a pleasure. I'm Kelru of the Faith of Nethys.
I also am from the Faith of Nethys, but not this specific branch of Nethys, more Sothis. But yeah.
It is a pleasure to meet you, friend. He takes your hand. I hope that this is, her presence here is not an ill omen.
Sagira chose to make her own way.
Much as a Dory.
oh, that's right. Adori did go her own way at the end of
She
it.
was a mercenary anyway.
I mean, yeah, she was kind of a mercenary anyway.
What brings you to the Great Library?
We're just here to do some research.
Interesting.
People do research in libraries. It's not that unusual, right?
It's true. However, I assumed that the Doorkeepers would be busy.
Well, we had been until very recently. Now we're here doing research.
I understand you're responsible for the end of the troubles facing
are.
Wati.
Indeed we are.
Well, congratulations then.
Thank you.
I understand you did quite well. I was fortunately gone by the time that those troubles started.
That's probably a good thing.
Very.
Where is your other friend?
Azaz. I imagine he is keeping himself busy at the scriptorium.
Yeah, they do like to keep you busy over there.
We are pursuing a new direction in the faith of Nethys after the misguided attempts of Elriana.
That's good to hear.
Have I heard of Elriana?
I don't think we've told you about her yet.
I just mean if she was a prominent follower of Nethys and she wasn't.
She was not a prominent follower of Nethys anywhere. She was vaguely a prominent follower of Nethys in the city of Absalom.
Oh, okay, cool.
But,
then no. I've never been there. Don't know anything about that.
So now we are here. The problems facing Wati. What was that? We've only heard rumors and hearsay here.
There was a necromancer messing with magic he shouldn't have.
Magic he shouldn't have.
To put it simply, yes.
Isn't that always the way?
Was this an unshoed necromancer?
A what?
Oh.
So, was he barefoot?
Yes.
Oh!
I know, he said unshoed, and I was like, is that some way to say, like, uninitiated or something?
That was like a special term or something. I was
Unshoed
like,
is lingo for...
Unshoed, okay.
Welcome to Find the Path, where we don't...
6th level of necromancy. May you remove your shoes.
I was gonna say, I thought that was like some like thing, like he wasn't initiated or something like that.
I was totally like
not wearing the
like,
necromancer
whoosh,
club shoes.
right over
That
my
did
head.
go right over our heads. All right.
Yeah, you guys are funny. That was weird.
Yes, it was the barefoot man, and that had been exploring the necropolis. It has been handled.
Good. Can I assume that this was related to the object stolen from the Temple of Nethys, the sanctum of the erudite eye?
How are we wanting to approach this?
I was gonna say, I was like,
None of us have very high bluff checks.
This is so unexpected. I don't think we expected anybody to know what was up.
My bluff's a 3.
Well, hold on a sec. Here we go.
I know what the official line Sudi would say is, but
It was...
Then say it.
Septi is handling the situation with the Pharaoh.
Interesting.
It's only a half lie.
no, I mean that's like that's the official line that Sudi would have said too. So
I will give it to you that the lie is believable.
bluff
Ergo,
check
you'll
up.
still need to roll a bluff check. But
Do we need to? Can we aid? Can we aid, please?
no one was really running interference with his story, so
I have a 3 charisma modifier. I get a 15.
That's not
That's-
bad.
Do I get a
That's not too
bonus? For...
It being believable changes the DC, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
being believable means that there isn't a penalty.
Yeah. I was gonna say being believable just means like there's a chance you're gonna get it.
I am pleased, I suppose, to hear that Septi is involved.
Does he believe this?
I do, however, get a 22 on my sense motive.
Very nice.
Hollis gets a 5.
Citra gets a 25.
Oh wow, Sudi for once I rolled decently 25 also.
Air
Sense
high
motive.
five.
With the exception of Hollis, who's just like, this guy's on the level.
Sure, he seems fine.
Sudi, Sitra, Onuris, all 3 of you have previous experience with Kelru. In your last meeting with Kelru, he did not really hide his disdain for the presumption of the Church of Pharasma. Their utter control over the necropolis, the way that they were organizing this thing, the way that they wouldn't let him have access to a holy site of his own god. That disdain is still prevalent in his voice. This idea that there would be this artifact that was entrusted to the Church of Nethys, and the first thing that would happen is the Church of Pharasma would take it into
Well, there
possession.
isn't a Church of Nethys in Wati.
Yeah.
And Septi's the most powerful cleric in the city, so she's taken it to the Pharaoh. So...
I mean, yeah.
I'm just telling you
Yeah.
that the disdain is still
Yeah.
in his voice.
Yeah.
You can justify it too if you're just like, you're lying to me. I'm going to
No.
justify why this happened. Well, is there anything that I can help all of you with? What brings you to the temple? If you're here to research, I may be able to be of great assistance.
I've forgotten what we're looking for.
I forgot
We're
what we
looking
said.
for the tomb of that architect.
But we have
but
a
we're not
cover
telling him
We
that.
have a cover story though, and I don't remember what it is. Because it's either like we're looking up living monolith stuff, or we're looking up stuff for your family. Like, what do we?
I don't remember.
Well, actually, that's why they brought me on. I'm a researcher myself, and they seem to have quite a bit of genealogy and that sort of thing that they wish to look into.
You're a genealogist.
Not specifically. I have a wide array of knowledge in many topics.
Especially your chicken.
Interesting.
But mostly I'm just very good at research.
I see that you are a sister in the faith.
Yep.
I am pleased to welcome you home.
Thank you.
See, the last time I was here, I didn't actually get to do much research into my family because I was too busy restoring things, so...
Right, and we're looking into, who is that family member that you wanted to research?
Well, my whole...
Oh, it's infecting everyone.
Well...
It's spreading.
My family in general, because, well, there's stories surrounding my family, and we found some stuff in the necropolis, so I'm trying to clear those things up.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Well, perhaps I could offer you some assistance if you would like. Although at the moment, he glances back towards the front door. I am somewhat busy.
What are you researching?
Researching now. I have offered my assistance to the church here, to the faith.
How long have you been here?
Perhaps a month now.
Just be careful.
What are you helping them out with? Something to do with that Hadia that's in town?
Momonofra. No. I'm curious. What should I be careful of, brother?
I worked here for quite a while. Some of the priests here are different.
I see.
They have no sense of humor, that's for sure.
Of course. Well then, if there's nothing more I can help you with.
For now, I think we're all right. It was a pleasure to see you again.
I wish you nothing but the best, my friends.
Oh, I'm sense-moding that. 16.
And yours gets a 13.
24.
24? Yeah, on your Sudi, you're just like, okay. Sitra, you don't get the impression that he means any harm to you. You honestly don't get the impression that there's any ill will over the, near-death experience that, or near homicidal experience that all of you shared. Well, it was murder for one person, but she's dead now.
Again,
twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to tell him about that.
No, definitely not to mention that.
Before he goes, Hollis, go ahead and make me a sense motive or bluff check.
They are the same.
Okay.
I get a nat 1 for a 4.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
Nice.
It's not really pertinent, but there was something odd about the way he shook your hand.
Huh.
Anyway.
I look at my hand.
What's wrong with my hand? But Keller turns, begins to make his way off. He pauses after a few feet, looks back. Brother Onuris.
Yes.
You should be careful as well. Peace, friends. He turns, making his way off.
Sense the motive.
So
More sensing.
What is his
Can you tell we trust Kelru, everyone?
To be fair, Sudi is still just like, nobody here was supposed to know what we were up against in our top secret mission, and now this guy shows up who does know our top secret mission, potentially maybe 17. He might be working with the Whispering Way. Not the Whispering Way. Wrong game. Wrong game. He might be working with the Cult of the Forgotten Pharaoh.
27?
17.
I rolled a 2 for a 5.
I rolled a 16.
Yours got a 12.
Sitra only. That wasn't a threat. It sounded like a warning, but more than that, it sounded like a legitimate warning. Almost more the, you did me a favor in the past, it's only fair that I should warn you.
Like trying to save his life sort of thing.
Maybe he just feels that makes him even. You don't know. But that wasn't just a passing turn of phrase. That was a legitimate, you should be concerned.
I think we need to take our leave.
We just got here. There's no other place we can go to do what we need to do.
Do we want to take a break and perhaps have... What do they drink down here? Tea? Coffee?
Yeah, I mean, tea. There's
yeah.
lots of coffee shops over by
that's right.
Citra's parents' house.
Do we want to take a break and perhaps get some coffee?
We literally just got here.
I believe
Yes.
the lady is trying to send us a message.
Because somebody else was trying to send us a message.
Oh, really?
They may not let us back in the grounds again today if we leave.
Well, we're not going to be gone for like 7 hours. It's open all day.
So, I mean, you could step back out of this building if you needed to.
I can cast that cloak spell again if you would like.
I think that would be wise.
We'll have to do it outside on account of these guards won't like it if I spellcast in here, probably.
Most
Yes.
likely not.
Hollis spends a minute studying her spell book.
So you step back out into the open air. The winds blow past. More and more people have come into the old city by this point. They're making their way to and from. It's almost entirely scribes, although there are a fair number of sages from far and wide, again, that have traveled here to gain access to these tomes, these books. you're the only adventuring party here, quote unquote. But considering that you don't get 2 glances, it seems like adventurers coming here to research ancient tombs and all the rest of that stuff isn't uncommon.
Oh, especially not since the Ruby Prince opened him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't get 2 looks.
All right, I study. We find a tucked away kind of area. I cast the Cloak of Secrets spell.
You stand near a pillar detailing the further history of the city of Tephu and its acceptance of refugees from Wati during the Plague of Madness.
Cool.
All right, we should not be overheard.
I think we are far too conspicuous, for one. Like
Well, you don't say.
Like, one of us coming into time, it makes sense. Like, you coming to research living monoliths, you are a priest of Nethys, me, I work with my parents, you are a former employee, but I think all of us together were drawing a lot of attention, and Kelru...
No one is looking twice at us.
Yes, but Kelru was trying to warn us.
Is Kelru a friend or a foe? That was a very strange mixed message.
It was very complicated. He was in a group of Nethians that were exploring the necropolis.
During the
The lottery.
the lottery,
Yes, and the leader of their group basically attacked us when we were at our final site,
This
which was
Valriana?
Yes, when we were exploring the sanctum of the Erudaitai.
That is rude.
They were attempting to find the temple and were not following the rules set down by the Temple of Pharasma. They were going to sites they shouldn't have been at. They may have even been responsible for some of the attacks on other groups. We never really did get a clear answer on that.
Not really. The bigger issue is that Kelru, after we stopped them, Kelru was privy to some of the private information that only our group really knows.
Oh, so he knows about this,
Yes.
as she, points it on Eurus,
He doesn't know what it is. He just knows of the warning that Derjet II placed in the temple.
He
And he
also
knew that
knows
something...
that a barefoot man stole something from the Temple of the Erudaitai, which was most likely the cause of the pulses that we were fighting.
Right,
Yes.
right.
And the Nethians at this temple are extremely odd.
They're very rude here. That is the thing.
People would disappear, and you'd ask where they were the next day, and everyone would act like they didn't know who you were talking about.
Yeah, they're very secret. They're secretive, so secretive that they do not even consider those that are not from this specific temple to be privy to those secrets. They treat me like I am a spy, which means they're mixed up in something. I mean, Nethys is quite secretive, but within the faith...
Well, and if our friend from yesterday was correct, everyone in the city is upset with their high priestess right now.
But what you're saying, Sitra, is that he is warning us? Or, well, I guess on Eurus?
It's what it felt like. It felt like he was... We saved his life, so it feels like he's warning us as a way to save ours.
I wouldn't know what he would be warning us about. We've been in the city a day. They don't know
That doesn't
what we
mean they
have.
don't have eyes everywhere.
That is fair. They are quite good at figuring out things that they should not know.
And every time we've had one of these conversations, we've had your spell in effect. Shouldn't that prevent anyone from hearing what we're doing?
Unless they know that a aasimar and a human lady and a black catfolk coming together came out of Wati with some sort of artifact.
They shouldn't know that we have it. Septi is taking it to the Pharaoh.
Shouldn't, but people tend to know things that they shouldn't all the time. I mean, look at the Viper. Half the stuff he knows, I don't know how he ever figured out.
Magic is a very potent ability, and there are many ways to discover
The
secrets.
mask is protected. Not
You
even
are not.
Yes,
not us.
but not...
I'm not saying it's you specifically. I'm saying that your comrades here are not unscribable.
I feel like we might be being a little bit too paranoid here. We knew this was going to be a danger, but I don't think there's any way anyone here could already know what we're doing.
I'm
We've
not
literally stepped
even
first.
saying that. I'm saying that I got a very strong feeling from what Kelru was saying that we need to be extra careful. And that's it. It gave me a shiver that I don't like.
I will point out that if Merit Hetef had the chance to run into you more than one time or knew of you, she was not the only person that was part of the Silver Chain. She was not the only cultist that followed that weird belief. She could have very easily used magic to send a message.
Yes.
I'm already exercising caution. I don't know what else you expect us to do.
I think we need to exercise a little bit more because I'm saying I think all four of us together at this point, she brings up a good point. An aasimar, a human, and a catfolk, we're recognizable. So I think we might need to be aware of that.
But until we see any kind of call it a credible threat. I mean, we know to be on our guard, but I don't know if there's anything we can do differently because we don't know who's after us.
I mean, the best we can do is exercise caution and keep in mind that if he is warning us, he is not doing so for no reason.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, is that was a big warning.
If you're actually afraid cultists are after us, we don't need to split up. Every time we seem to split up, someone
Sudi
almost dies.
Oh, well, that is
You
bad.
can only split up one more time.
We don't have great luck with splitting the party. It's not good.
The longer we
Hey,
spend in this city, the
anytime.
more danger apparently you seem to think we're going to be in, which means we need to do our research and we need to do it quickly and move on.
Well, and it means this night we need to post guard instead of sleeping soundly.
Studi and I hardly need to sleep at all anymore anyway.
True. The bigger issue is if there is some kind of a threat, and let's just say that there is, we still have no idea what it is, so we don't know how to defend against it.
For now, I think we should carry on as we intended, and the quicker we get out of this city, the better.
Yes, so regardless, if we can go try to do our research as quickly as possible, I think that's most likely going to be the best way forward, at least until we see like somebody tries to make a move, right?
That's fine. I just wanted everybody to be aware that we got such a serious warning.
We are
I don't
also
think
going-
it's something we should ignore.
I
We are
wonder
also
if you're
going
not just
to-
reading into it because of the paranoia around our mission.
I don't think so. I usually know how to read people fairly well.
Regardless, we should also research things that are not mission crucial, because whatever books we pull down may be noticed by others. So we should pull down
possibly.
things that are strange and random.
That's a good point.
That's a
I
good
think that'd be
idea.
a good way to throw them off our trail.
I mean, not that I wouldn't want to know something about my family, so we dedicate a portion of the day to looking for these, call it personal things, to throw them off the scent. It's not a bad idea.
Well, it seems like we're going back in the library, so that's settled.
Very weird.
And if somebody attacks us, we'll figure it out.
So long as it's not an entire church.
They won't do it in the library anyway. Too many things that are precious in there.
So,
Not entirely sure I trust Kelru.
well, okay, so the two of you have worked in this temple before. You said something about them disappearing people.
Things happen here that are extremely strange. People that have worked here for years have vanished, and the next day you go, are they? And the priests look at you and say, no one by that name has ever worked here. Items, the same thing. You'll be looking at an object and catalog that it came from this era, and the next day it's gone. And when you ask if somebody removed it to store it somewhere, they tell you there's no record of that item ever have been in this temple.
The items make sense, because if they wish to hoard the knowledge, they would do so by making it disappear.
Or
Okay.
at night, I would hear people moving around in the hallway, and I would stick my head out the door, and everyone is going to the temple at 3 a.m. for no reason.
Do I know of any reasons that you would go to the temple at 3 a.m? Are there any
Secret
like
reasons.
special 3 a.m. services?
I mean,
Early
special
bird
3
special.
a.m. services? No. I mean, it would be a prime, literally, 3 a.m. if you're looking into numerology as a prime. So that might have some sort of magical significance to certain rites or rituals.
And there was never any rhyme or reason to these events.
That is curious. Perhaps we should watch this a little bit.
I am telling you, this place is odd.
Okay, well, that right there means we shouldn't split up, because it's going to be much easier for them to make one of us disappear, assuming that that's the thing that they're going to do.
Who knows?
And this was among their own people. It wasn't like me. They would Nethians will disappear.
They may not have done anything nefarious so much as that person may have been put on a secret mission of some sort. Mm-hmm. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. These are weird people.
Little did we know, this is also MI6.
They're James Bond.
They're all just code names.
Or, what's the Mission Impossible guy? Ethan something?
Oh, yeah.
Hunt.
Hunt, there it is, yeah.
Well, it is boiling out here. I say we go inside.
I mean, Sudi's pretty short, so he could be played by Tom Cruise.
No. just no.
So the party wishes to make their way back in?
Yes.
Very well. You re-enter the library. The custodians kind of glance up towards all of you, but unless you actively approach one of the library curators, they don't speak to you or do anything. They are obviously way too busy trying to deal with maintaining the stacks, organizing everything in here, so on and so forth, answering questions from a variety of different sages.
All right.
You periodically do hear them whispering off prayers, literal spells to Nethys. So in almost all of their cases, they appear to be primarily divine spellcasters, as far as the curators are concerned. The only spells you hear most often are comprehend languages while they're trying to deal with people that have traveled from further. Although that doesn't allow them to respond back to them, at the very least allows them to point them in the direction of, oh, you're looking for something about Menendez the 17th. Okay, well, come this way.
Those darn research papers.
Yeah. A few of the obviously well-off either merchants or, in 2 cases, what appear to be, you're going to guess, accomplished spellcasters from further afield. One of them wears a curious mask, although it's fortunately not a gold funerary mask, and instead what appears to be some sort of steel mask that he wears over his face.
All hail, living God.
All hell. Anyway, although he's obviously a priest, not a wizard, makes his way in. No, he's a wizard because they're all wizards.
Yeah, I was going to say that's required in that faith.
That's the joke. Anyway.
He is far from home, by the way.
Yes. Some of them pay the 50 gold pieces and go into the Great Chamber of Knowledge, which you kind of enviously glance over in that direction because it's kind of crowded here in the outer stacks because there's so many people, but you look in there and it's this giant chamber and there's like 5 people.
Yeah.
50 gold's a lot.
Okay. Well, so I guess we start looking. I think we should just look for innocuous stuff for now because, like, Keller gave us that warning.
We can look for a variety of things.
Yeah, like a little bit of everything.
Sudi's looking at of living monoliths and the eyes of Ra.
Okay.
I'm looking for What's-Her-Face. What's-Her-Face's burial thing.
Chisisek? I'm probably looking up my family name.
Okay, family name, Onuris.
Onuris is going to start researching architects that worked with the pharaohs.
I'm just keeping it generic. Nice.
And then hopefully he can follow a logical trail back to Chisisek.
So we're going into the research mechanics. Everyone's a big fan of those. I think they're actually introduced in this book of Mummy's Mask.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think
Because
it's
this
the
takes
first
place
time.
before Strange Aeons, right? That also has research?
Yeah, the Strange Aeons also has the research mechanics that kind of flow into those. I believe they were put in hardback in Ultimate Intrigue.
Yeah.
I wanted to say.
That sounds about right.
So here's how this is going to work. For those of you that are not actively researching your subject here, you will not be able to make a roll. If you wish to subtly look into information about actual subject where you're trying to research things about the Cult of the Forgotten Pharaoh or about the Tomb of Chisisek or about Hakatep, you can. That will require a bluff check.
I don't have any of that. Like, I literally have a 0.
You may also instead just choose to do some basic research on the side, at which point you will get no bonus today, nor will you even roll, but it'll grant you a +1 bonus for the next time that you do research.
Okay.
So let's start with Hollis. Hollis, you're actively researching?
Yeah, I'm going to actively research and I'm going to try to make a bluff check. I don't know.
Okay.
Can my chicken help me?
The chicken aids another.
On the research check?
Yeah, I mean, she has knowledges.
She has an intelligence check.
Do they want the chickens, that chicken that close to the...
Does she have
She's
knowledge?
a familiar, and it's a temple of Nethys.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Does she have knowledge, history, local, or nobility?
She has ranks in local, nature, and nobility.
She has bardic knowledge. So
She also has bardic knowledge, yeah.
So in that case, yes, she can attempt to aid another action as well.
Fun.
All right, so you're just actively researching, but trying to do so subtly. Sudi is just looking into the living monolith.
I'm just going to look into the living monolith and Eyes of Ra, so
Okay.
I'm going to not have to do anything right.
You can still choose to do a little bit of research on the side if you want that +1 bonus.
I will do that.
Okay, so make a note that you have a +1 bonus for your next check. Citra?
She's going to do kind of similar to Sudi, where she's going to research a little bit of family, but then also a little bit on the side.
Okay, so make a note that you get the +1 bonus. On yours?
He's going to actively research.
Okay, you're actively
Can I use my profession curator?
No, because this is like a library research. It's not pertaining towards artifacts. Are you attempting to hide the fact that you're actively researching?
Nope, because my bluff check is stupid, and I'll just take the bonus I'm not going to take a penalty on my research roll.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So let's go ahead and start here on my left with Hollis. Go ahead and make your bluff check.
Okay.
God, another nat 1, really?
I rolled that ones today, and I get a 4.
God.
So Hollis is off to the side going, oh, I'm looking into
I'm talking to the chicken, I guess, loudly.
The great bread pudding recipe of the Pharaoh Menendez.
And everybody knows that's not what you're actually looking at.
Everyone's like, no.
You're not in the cooking section.
No, it was Rahatep that had the pudding recipe. No. Delicious. You're not a scholar at all. No. All right. And go ahead and make the aid another action for your chicken.
What knowledge is it?
Local, history, or nobility, your choice.
Let's do local for, let's see, a 6 + 7, 13. So she aids.
All right. And Hollis may now roll. You're taking a -2 penalty, so that's negated by the aid another bonus. You also get a +2 bonus because of the library and how extensive it is. So you get +2 to whatever you roll.
Nat 20.
Okay. All right.
That is a critical threat.
Wow.
So you
Wait,
may actually,
what?
yes, you may actually roll to critically succeed.
Followed by a 10 plus. What is this? Does it matter?
Knowledge, local, history, or nobility, your choice.
Let's do history. So that's 21, and then I had a +2 from the library.
+2 from the library.
23.
23.
You
All
crit
right.
the library?
So
I crit the library.
You actually you have a breakthrough day one while you're researching. You just happen to pull down the perfect book and just open it up and go, oh well, what lucky circumstance.
You are the page master.
Nethys has blessed me on this day. That's why I did my obedience.
We'll get back to what that means here in a second.
Okay.
So on Onuris, you are also actively researching, but not attempting to hide it. So it's a D20.
Dice everywhere.
Dice everywhere. I roll 15 research checks. No.
They all succeed.
It is a D20 roll, knowledge local, knowledge history, or knowledge nobility, your choice.
I'll go with nobility.
Nobility, and you get a +2 bonus because of how extensive the library is.
So I rolled a 19, plus my 9 knowledge nobility is 28, plus the 2, so I get a 30.
Nice.
So close to critting the library.
I rolled a bunch of nat 1s. I deserved that nat 20.
I know, you're like really
Chaotic.
today, yeah.
So the important question here is, Hollis, what did you roll for your knowledge check? What skill?
Oh, history.
History, do you have 5 or more ranks?
I have 2 ranks in history.
Okay. But it is a class skill?
Yeah. I'm a wizard.
On yours?
Nobility.
And do you have 5 or more ranks?
I only have 4 ranks.
Okay. And it's a class skill?
Yes. Next time I'll do history, because I do have 5 ranks in that, if that matters.
I have 5
Are
history
we getting
and
like
geography.
Rogue's Edge level stuff with our research?
I also have 7 ranks in Arcana, but it's not
So
helpful.
on Eurus, and rolling a perfect 20, what did you get total on your check?
Isn't it a 23?
No. That was the confirmation roll.
With the
33.
+2. 33? Okay. All right. So I will need Onuris and Hollis to both roll. I need Onuris to roll a D8 plus your intelligence modifier, which is a
1.
+3, so a D8 +4. Hollis, I'll need you to roll a D8 plus your intelligence modifier.
6.
6. Sorry, I need you to roll 2d8 because you criticaled. So +3, so you get 2d8 plus 18.
Jeez.
Mine was
Is it
2d8
one total
plus
number?
4, you said?
Yeah, it's a critical hit, so 1 total number. And yours is a d8 plus 4, yes.
So Onuris gets a 7.
7 for Onuris.
And then Hollis with the critical.
And then I double my intelligence modifier?
Yeah, it's exactly like a crit. You double your intelligence modifier +3 because of how high you succeeded.
I get a 29.
Wow.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, so
Stay in school, kids, and one day you too can critical a library.
I need that on a shirt.
critical hit the books. The 4 of you, 5 counting the chicken,
Yeah.
spend your day going through the outer stacks. The research here is long. It's free, so it's somewhat crowded by the scholars that have come here. But of course, not everyone can read. So this is a place for the learned. It takes some time for you to do this research, effectively almost the entirety of this day. You start a little bit after dawn, and about 8 hours later, you finish up, probably almost starving, considering that you've been working so long, except for
I have
Sudi,
a
who doesn't
ring
eat,
of
and you have a ring of
sustenance.
sustenance. So, yeah. Two of the party members are hungry as
I'm
you
so
finish
hungry.
up your long day of work and research.
I had like my 3 grains of rice, so I'm good.
Well, some of us like food.
Well, we are going to her parents' house to have a mighty fine dinner.
Oh, that's right. We are going to have
Prepare
parents
yourself
at
for
Citra's
eating.
house. Sudi can eat. He just doesn't need to eat, is like how I want to imagine it. And not that he's just like, oh, sorry, my stomach is only 1/4 the size of yours.
I've had
'Cause
a
that should be
gastric
sad.
bypass.
Onuris, doing your research digging through here, not only does the outer sanctum seem to be missing quite a lot of knowledge, after a while it becomes apparent to you that some of the more interesting and secretive work seem to have been deliberately removed. When you search for them, when you look for them, you can find no sign of almost anything that you're looking for out here. Hollis, as you begin your research, however, while the outer stacks contain general information on Osirian's most famous royal dynasties, information regarding the less well-known dynasties, such as perhaps that of this mysterious forgotten pharaoh, as well as other older families, does not appear to be here at all. You do, however, see numerous references to a section of the library referred to as the upper stacks. Asking a curator, or Onuris or Sitra, they could inform you that the upper stacks is part of the Great Chamber of Knowledge.
Okay.
By the end of the day, there's only one thing that both of you can come to clear agreement on, There is absolutely no information of any value whatsoever in the public section of the library. You have to access the Great Stacks.
Sad.
However, your research into the public section of the library has given the entire group basically some leads to go on once you can actually gain access to the Great Chamber. At the end of the day, you finish your research. Probably roll up your long scrolls of various notes that you've jotted down. Sudi has lots of scribbles and pictures.
Sudi no read no good. Does Sudi find anything about living monoliths in the Eyes of Ra? That's the real question.
Go ahead and make me a knowledge history check. You can make this untrained.
I have history, though.
Oh, okay. You still gain the +2 bonus that the library gives you.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Because we're not in combat, of course, my dice luck is half decent. So 18 on the die, +7 is 25, +2 is 27.
18's more than half decent.
I know, right?
With a 27, you only find a single reference of any interest pertaining towards you as you kind of dig through the stacks here. This doesn't seem to be something so secretive or so forbidden that the Church of Nethys would have hidden away. You do see a single reference to a shrine, something of Sekhmet out in the parched dunes. It talks here of an ancient order of warriors dedicated to guarding what they refer to as, quote, the box taken from the Black Fane.
Ooh, that sounds important. Do I know what the Black Vein is? Like with
Fane.
Fane?
Yeah, like a holy area, like a fane.
Oh, okay. Huh. And of course, I probably find no reference to what that is, but...
No, that seems to be secretive enough. This, however, was just, there were some cat people. They lived here.
The plot thickens. Hey, at least it wasn't like, you can't read these books. They're low enough lexile that I could read.
Yeah.
Yay.
What was Sitra actually researching?
She was researching her family name, but she doesn't really expect to find anything because she's already done this before.
No.
You're just killing time for 8 hours.
Taken from the Black Fane.
Fane, yes. F-A-N-E.
Yeah, I know.
I smell a side quest. Find Sudi's lost heritage.
Thought we were already going to work for that anyway. They said there was like a
Oh yeah, because it's in the parched dunes. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only reference to what they refer to as the Eyes of Ra.
Cool.
There are references to other groups referred to as the Eyes of Ra, although those don't appear to have been your people, as the terminology can be applied to a variety of different holy warriors.
Ah, okay.
Although specifically only holy warriors in service to the goddesses that serve as the Eyes of Ra.
Cool.
I think it's Ra's 4 daughters.
Well, I guess that concludes today.
You step back outside. The sun is set by this point. The night insects chirp. People are beginning to make their way. You're effectively booted out of the library.
Oh, wow. All right.
They close the doors at sunset.
Yeah.
Well, we have a date at Citra's parents' house anyway.
I'm sure my mother is already cooking.
Oh, did we have any luck?
There's nothing of use in the public part of the library.
Well, I mean, yeah. But we know where to look when we get to the not-so-public piece. The upper stacks are probably going to have something we can use.
We'll have to pay tomorrow.
No, that's not the waste of time then, because we at least found a clue.
Yeah, we have some leads to track down.
Yeah. Anything about your family?
No, but I've done this research here before. I didn't actually expect to find anything.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they got new books in. Somebody has to write them.
I'm starting to think my family is just as secretive as some other ones.
Would you say you know who?
No, we're not turning him into Voldemort.
The role of Hoggetep now played by Ralph Fiennes.
Well, I, for one, am looking forward to having a delicious home-cooked meal.
All right. Well, we'll hit the books again tomorrow then.
Researching him may lead you to answers to your family, though. He did call you a blood traitor.
Oh, that is quite rude. Blood traitor.
Yeah, but we don't know why. All it said was this one single line. And that
No,
was
he
it.
called you a blood traitor.
Oh, you mean yes, he specifically. Well, he
The
called my
Sky
family. Did he
Pharaoh.
call me specifically the traitor, or was it just
He
my
knew
family?
who you were.
He
Yeah.
said Nahamra, traitor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he knew you were a Nahamra.
Oh, okay. Well, it's
Well,
kind of weird. Not sure how you would know that.
I'm going to let Sitra make a retroactive 1 month in the past
What?
since motive check.
What? We're going back in time, everybody.
Flashback.
Okay, that's actually a pretty good check. I got a 25.
25.
Wow, okay.
There is an important thing to note that it wasn't It was during the time when it was the Sky Pharaoh talking, not Nebtekufri. And in those times, he seemed to have difficulty determining effectively reality around him. There was that weird thing that he kept seemingly mistaking people. You know, Onuris obviously wouldn't necessarily look the same way as he did in life, appearance-wise. So you're honestly not entirely positive if he was seeing you or if he was seeing someone else when he looked at you.
He sees through time.
Or, you know, the shattered remnants of the Ka combined with other elements of the personality and the mind left over is attempting to somehow put structure on everything that it's seeing around it.
Yeah. I don't know. It didn't really seem like he knew what the heck he was looking at anyway.
He recognized me.
Which is weird.
Not really.
I mean, we'd never met Nebtekufri. Oh, I guess if
No.
the Sky Pharaoh would have potentially met you, though. Weird.
But he didn't know who I was.
Yeah. Well,
There's
you knew
could
your
have.
family, though.
That's what I mean, but he looked at me as though he knew me, which was strange.
Also, I love that we're playing the pronoun game in front of Hollis right now. Like, Hollis is like,
You're like, okay,
poor Hollis.
lead me toward the direction of dinner.
I'm not pointing it out to be malicious. I'm just saying, if you want to know what happened to your family, you may discover it along this line of research.
Probably. I mean, I do want to know, because I'm sure it has something to do with what
And
happened to my brother.
If he's calling you the traitor, then it may not have been as something against my father, but him.
What happened to your brother? We're walking.
Well, it's kind of a long story, but I'll tell you a short version. But my brother and I used to go into the tombs to help make money. Anyway, and during
No judgment.
one of those excursions, my brother contracted mummy rot.
Oh,
And we poured together all the money that we'd been making, but the healer couldn't do anything. But when he finally succumbed to mummy rot, when he turned to dust, it turned into a creature of shadow and ash.
that is
glowing.
atypical.
Yes, it was, from what I understand, very atypical, because other people who die of mummy rot usually just turn to dust.
Is this your only brother?
Yes,
What was his name?
Atsu.
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 Well, you know, I may have.
That was me saying that, not Sudi.
I may have a spell that we could use if you would like some help investigating what happened in those final moments. I have the ability to help someone else or to show someone my own memories. Well, I can use it to look at your memories as well, and perhaps we can figure something more out about what happened to Atsu.
Well, but
If you want to.
I mean, but this was a long time ago, though.
That's still a memory. You remember it quite clear. You told me the whole story just now.
It was a very traumatic memory, in fact.
Yeah.
We found documentation and then what a certain person said that seems like her family's under some sort of curse.
It certainly sounds like a curse.
Some
Sometimes
of
you think.
those powerful enough ones will follow a bloodline.
Was he an older brother? It might be like a firstborn thing. That's pretty popular down here.
That could make sense. But basically, I've been trying to figure out what happened to him because I'd like to find him one day and maybe save him.
Well, you know what? We could do this spell and just see, because perhaps we can see it from another angle, and that could give you a clue that you had not previously been able to access.
That would actually be wonderful, but I don't want to do it around my parents. I don't want them getting their hopes up.
Oh no, first we eat and then we do this back at the room.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you already have the ability to do this?
It's a fairly simple
Is this
spell.
something we should be doing while we're supposed to be being careful of what we're seen doing?
If we're sitting in a hotel room while you guys are watching guard, I don't imagine it's a big deal. It's not like it's a spell that lasts like a whole day or anything.
Is it flashy or anything? We don't want to draw attention to ourselves.
One moment. I don't remember.
Well, Jessica's looking this up. I will also mention that you do know that the records of whatever happened with this Nahamra, according to the information that you'd found in the Sanctum of the Erudite Eye, all the transcripts of the interrogation of his were transferred to a place called the Dark Depository,
Oh,
which
right.
you believe were located
Yeah.
somewhere in Tephu.
Because we were going to come back. Yeah.
But
Okay.
again, it's one of those that's outside of the general public allowed access.
Yeah.
That's somewhere.
I got to figure out where that is. Find a basement somewhere.
Yep.
It is not a flashy spell. It is very quick. We can only see but a small snippet of that memory, but it should maybe be enough.
So, did you spend any time in Tephu before you went to Wati?
I spent a little bit of time here trying to ask about my friend, but as Onuris said, the people here are strange, and it was as though she did not exist.
Oh, okay. So you wouldn't know what the Dark Depository is.
Do I know what the Dark Depository is? Repository is?
You may make a knowledge local.
Also, it is a depository.
You deposit things there.
Yes.
I get a 21. Not bad.
No, it could be any of the almost innumerable secret libraries located in Tephu.
Roll for the chicken.
Oh, okay.
Did she?
Come on, sugar.
Did Sugar roll an at 20?
No.
I rolled an 18.
Yeah. Oh, Sugar.
Plus 7.
25.
25.
25?
You know, I think I heard one of those Nethians talking something about a dark depository once while we was here I think it was 5-6 weeks back.
Huh. What'd they say?
They talked something about going down into one of the deepest parts of the library. They said something about a shaft and a Wadjet's walk.
All right, so I do not remember, but Sugar does. Apparently, somewhere along Wadjet's walk, in the deepest part of the library, there is a shaft that perhaps is where this dark depository leads to.
I believe the entire party at this point knows that Wadjet's walk is the name for the canal district that encircles
I was
the
say,
old
it sounded
city.
familiar.
Yeah, your parents technically live in Wadjet's walk.
Oh.
But it's a huge area, so...
The deepest part of the
So-
library.
Some part of the library eventually leads down beneath the rest of the city.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that, though. But this
But
would
that
be...
far out?
I imagine the whole city has... If the rumors are true and there are tons of libraries hidden under the city, I imagine they might sprawl the whole expanse of the city.
Well, I don't have time to be looking into that right now.
I don't know.
We have some of that tea.
Oh,
That is true.
and additionally, we have a starting point for finding this dark depository.
Something tells me something.
Telling you, it's infecting everybody.
It's because we live in the South.
I know, it's so
It's the
easy to get
easiest
into.
accent to get into.
Something tells me that if we don't have access hardly to anything in the normal library, we're not going to be allowed into this dark depository.
Sometimes you're not allowed into things, but you need to get into them anyway.
Yes, but I've been trying to avoid breaking and entering.
I don't think that will be received very well by the
No.
most likely numerous guards guarding this depository.
And again, it's not priority.
Come on, honey. Figuring out your history, if you care that much about it, that's important.
Well, I care, but I think she kind of does a little side nod toward Onuris. We've got bigger things to worry about.
Very well. Now, Hollis does a slight, I got you kind of nod.
On your size.
You okay there, hun?
I'm fine.
He does that.
A lot.
Well, all right.
I assume that the smell of pan-fried bread is wafting from my parents' house.
Are we picking up your
Delicious.
boyfriend?
I thought he's going to meet us here.
Okay.
I was gonna say we stiff Falto on the second meal.
No, I just assumed he was going to meet us
He's
here.
already there helping in the kitchen.
He probably is. She's got him
He's
making
got a
the
little
rice.
apron.
You show up, he's got an apron on, his sleeves rolled up, he's just going along with
He's
this.
Salt Bay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's Salt Bay.
What?
It's like a meme of a guy putting salt, but he's real cute and he's putting
He's
salt.
salts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Bam.
Just
like,
Google Salt Bay and see.
No, of course
Google
not.
Salt Bay.
B-A-E.
Yes.
Bay.
B-A-E.
I know what Bay is. I'm not that old.
Yeah, you show up and Falto's putting garlic on everything because, he's from farther to the north.
I was
Sure
gonna
has
say
no problem with this.
he's sitting there trying to get enough ingredients together to make some Talden dish or something.
A hamburger.
It's not from Mandarin.
This is how we make heaven.
Taldor.
He introduces all of you to the...
Yeah.
Fish and chips. He's frying some fish up.
Yeah. He's doing a nice... he's got some fish he's taken. He's giving him a nice bread battering, and he's frying them up in a pan. Your parents are looking on in horror.
Why would you do this to perfectly good fish?
Bangers and mash.
It removes all the flavor.
Yep. He then wraps it in a bunch of newspaper and tosses it out on the table.
That's papyrus. What are you doing?
Puts a little lemon on top of it, and
Starts
makes some
working on his
homemade
what he
tartar
calls
sauce for you.
he calls the tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce. No. But he is not using papyrus, so don't worry about that.
Is he actually frying fish, though?
Yes, he's making some fried fish for you.
Nice.
Oh, he's actually there. Okay.
He's
Oh,
already
come on.
there.
That is perfect. We need this.
However, you all make your way to the Nahammer residence.
Yeah, we do.
Citra's parents are in attendance. They are very polite to the group of you.
I take my hat off.
Sudi doesn't because he needs that wisdom bonus.
You can bring a headband, though, not a hat.
Oh, it's a
I'm wearing
headband,
a
yeah.
full-on hat.
It's different. A headband is not a hat.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know the culture of Assyrian.
Well, I mean, come on. Are you going to take a headband off if the national anthem starts playing? No, you take a hat off.
I don't wear headbands, so I don't know.
Well, let me tell you, you don't take a headband off.
Okay.
Unless it's like a bandana.
You settle in, you get ready, you can, hear Citra's mother and Falto carrying on conversations as she's explaining to him the Osirian words for the variety of different spices because he just seems to be desperately looking for black pepper. Put it on everything.
I can find salt, but not the pepper.
Yeah, you kind of make yourselves comfortable. Citra's father is generally a talkative man, particularly if you're talking about paints or paintings or restorations or things like that. He's very eager to talk about his business and his workings.
Hollis wants to keep an ear out for anything like sneaking up on the house or, I don't know.
You send Sugar to scout?
No. I'm just keeping my attention on the fact
On
that
her, it's
things-
probably outside. I don't imagine I took the bird
Yeah.
in for dinner.
That's
He's probably
fair.
perched
I don't
up
know.
above the door or
Yeah.
something.
Hollis doesn't know you people. She's going to listen for herself.
Okay. So I'll say it. Hollis is probably distracted at this point, and it probably wouldn't register with her quite as much. The rest of you, you're just kind of carrying on a polite conversation, playing some dominoes or something,
Sitra is whooping everybody.
whooping everyone. Sleight of hand left and right.
I was going to say, there's some cheating going on here.
It's then that you hear the name Kelru, spoken from the next room over.
What?
That's all you catch. It's something that Citra's mother says in conversation with
Because
Falto.
everybody's like, woo.
Oh, she's
Well-
probably she's probably running to Kelru when she's doing the restoration work.
Yeah. Wait, what did you say?
Oh, what do you mean?
What name did you just say?
Kelru. I'm sorry, he's new to the city. I understand he came from Wati most recently.
How do you know him?
He was in the library today. I spoke with him for a time, although I've seen him a great deal recently.
Why?
He seems to be studying something in the library.
Did he tell you what?
No, but he is very important, so I try not to bother him too much, but he's always such a polite young man.
Onuris kind of glances over at Citra like,
There's some meaningful glances happening.
What'd y'all talk about?
Important how?
He's an assistant
To who?
to the Hutcha.
What?
Hollis nailed it.
Bombshells raining from the sky.
Citra schools her face so that her mother
Make me a
does-
bluff check.
I was going to say, Sudi does not. You just now won that.
I just net 20'd that.
Of course you did.
Critical giggle, Jordan. She's
Dang
not
it.
me.
Dang it.
I have critical failure giggles.
But it's only got a 25.
Yeah.
Like, my bluff isn't
Citra,
great.
Citra has a completely blank face, and then you pan over to Sudi, and he has that cat face where he has the one big eye, and his mouth just hanging open, like what?
I Hollis nudges him.
Just reaches over and closes his mouth.
The eye is still just really big.
Well,
Do you know him?
sort of. We knew that he was one of the people that was part of the lottery, but not much beyond that.
Oh, he was part of the lottery. He was with the woman with the
Big
with the
hat.
innately large. Yes, I killed her. Well, actually, I killed the.
Oh, this is
undead.
Falto.
Oh, this is I was like, my mom killed Golarion? What?
Sorry, I was trying to use a different voice, but
No, Falto, we don't talk about that. That's our big secret.
she just kind of looks nervously between Falto and back to you. Did this woman?
She was undead. It's a whole thing.
It's
Yes,
totally
yes.
okay.
She tried to kill your daughter, but then I stabbed her.
He saved her life.
Onuris is like, and I was there.
I like the idea that we're just kind of discussing this, and it's it happened. It's not a big deal, and the
yes,
parents are just what?
And
Hollis picks up her
also
drinking
Onuris was there. Sudi was having his eye ripped out at the time, so he couldn't help.
Thanks for that.
Hollis just drinks her drink.
You're welcome. So yeah,
I I'm fine.
Onuris takes a bite of fish and pretends
horrified
not
looks
to
at
be
my
involved.
parents' faces.
Sudi
just
feels
terrified by this
a
whole
pressing need to use the restroom and begins sidling away.
So he just jumps out the window. He's gone into the night. It takes some time to at the very least calm your mother down.
Dang it, Falto, you were doing so well at the Meet the Parents game.
We need to get your mom to ask Kelru what he's researching.
So you're sure that this ghost woman isn't after you anymore?
Oh no, she's quite dead.
Yeah.
Again.
Peace.
She's
At
like
least.
dead, not undead.
Yep, I made sure of it.
Actually, I think the last positive energy pulse probably saw to that. She was a revenant. She would have come back.
Yeah.
No,
very
we put her in a
reassuring, you know
box.
That
Just let it go.
Just let him have this.
Onuris is just like, but that's not fine.
Because Falto tells, leaping up and cutting through the line of beating curtains and sliding dramatically across the
Swashbuckling.
I mean,
the whole way.
Onuris is like, those things happened, but you know.
Just let him have it.
So just
He'll
Father's just
never
sitting there,
know.
it's like, yes, he seems to have a great deal of panache. He then turns and winks at the camera. No.
It's not the office.
And he smiles, and there's like the little chink off his tooth. It's so white.
You then enjoy a very good dinner. Falto seems to be a passable cook. He seems to be a good cook as well as everyone with the exception of Hollis is concerned.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Citra's gonna subtly suggest to her mom that she should ask Kelru what he's researching. Because that's pretty interesting. I mean, what would you be doing for the Hatia? That's so cool.
Oh, yeah, I like that you put it in the, man, that's so cool, instead of the, Mom, I need you to get dirt on this guy.
My mom is an innocent little flower, and I will not drag her into this.
Well, I mean, you
I
kind
mean,
of
you kind of are.
I
But,
know, but not knowingly. I want her to be like the mom in True Lies, but keep her in the dark.
oh, okay. All right.
He's
There's your 90s reference.
I believe he's a very busy person. I'm not sure I'd want to bother him in his research, but
Only if it comes up. I'm not saying actively seek it out, but it would be very interesting.
since you're back in town, perhaps you could help him. I was just thinking that would be very. You used to work with the library.
I did, but mostly fixing pictures and restoring that, illustrations.
But yes, then it would still be something that you would know.
But, I mean, I've kept my skills up.
I could mention it to him.
Feel free.
I would not. And I send you a look like.
Make a bluff check to
Okay.
pass a secret message.
Secret message passing.
I get a 6.
Everybody saw that.
She just kind of looks
Actually-
over and you think you get a little thumbs up from Hollis, good job.
Onuris,
Wait, do we want me to get in with this or no?
No.
No, she utterly failed her bluff check and passed the wrong message.
Oh, okay.
Do what you want.
Oh, I
Now you're just confused.
Now I'm just confused.
yes,
but,
that's exactly what that failed bluff check did.
Because I
didn't
said
want
no, and then I said thumbs up.
So you did a thumbs up, but you were shaking your head no at the same time.
And unfortunately, I'm still helping out with Onuris for some of his research, and I'm helping Sudi look into some of the stuff with his family. And I've actually only just recently met Hollis, but I'm sure we'll get along great with whatever she needs help with. But I just don't think I'd have the time. I might be able to help you guys with some restoration this week, but as far as...
Of course, no, not the problem. You should help Onuris. Falto was telling me all about them.
What
Was
did he
he?
say?
Well, I imagine they're having a private conversation over here.
Onuris is great. Now they think I'm a.
Onuris is not a construct, he's an aasimar.
Well, that's nice.
Your parents have no idea what that is.
He's just
No.
a real fancy man. What I got.
Onuris probably starts to laugh and then's like, oh wait, I can't do that.
Hollis is like,
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Well, if you find yourself at the library sometime tomorrow, feel free to stop in around lunchtime and join your father and I.
Sure, of course, I think you guys are in the section that cost me 50 gold to come in.
Well, yeah, I suppose if you're reading the books, it does. If you're like us and simply painting the ceiling.
True.
You could have saved 50 gold.
Maybe I could sneak in, help you guys with the restoration, and then make a look at a few books.
Don't take any steps that would upset the priests.
Are they very particular?
I've heard rumors that some of the statues in there are not statues. And those that upset the priest of Nethys, from what I understand, it does not turn out well.
So someone needs to go buy a golem blade.
I was going to say we need a golem bane scarab and walk the perimeter.
I don't have enough money to do that.
I know, they're expensive right now.
That tracks.
That tracks?
Yeah, magic and making golems and that tracks. That's probably real. That probably actually happens.
Oh, wonderful. We have not had good experience with golems.
I mean, we have fought a fair number inside of other
Yes,
places.
and our experiences were not good.
Not really, but I'm just saying it is definitely possible.
So, I suppose you finish up your dinner that evening.
Yes.
Nothing else. I can go
Hollis.
in there, restore, and get a layout look.
I told you it was an inn to
Well,
get to scout
we've
around.
all got to pay the 50 gold to get in tomorrow anyway.
Hollis reaches into her satchel and retrieves the one egg that she has and offers it to Citra's parents and says, "For your hospitality, I only have this to give you, but it is delicious if you fry it in a pan."
Oh, thank you. You're very sweet. And she takes it.
And then Hollis puts her hat back on and leaves.
Well, we
She's
should.
odd, but very sweet.
She's not from here. We actually probably all do need to get going. We have a busy day tomorrow.
Oh, don't let us keep you. Yes, good luck with your research, and feel free to stop in and see us tomorrow if you can. We will be leaving the library for our lunch. We usually sit out in the promenade.
All right, I'll do that.
They both hug you before you make your way off into the city. Falto taking your arm as I suppose the 5 of you now, 7 counting the birds, make your way through the city streets and back to the desert winds.
Hollis puts her arm around Sitra, which is awkward because Falto's also doing that from the other side, and kind of leans in, probably a little too close, and says, "I just didn't know if you wanted Kelru to know that she was your mother. I don't know if your mother has mentioned you, but if Kelru is perhaps not always a friend, then him knowing that your mother feels like a dangerous position, I did not know."
I didn't even think about that. Oh.
Can we all talk about the fact that Kelru is working with the Hatya? Where did that come from?
Hey, that's what I said. That's what I asked.
I mean, I know that, but I'm just saying, that was unexpected.
Well, Nethians are secretive.
I mean, was he working for the Hatya whenever he was on the lottery?
I don't get that impression.
I mean, if he is working for the Hatya, then his warning for Onuris becomes even more,
Credible.
scary, I suppose. Terrifying.
No, the Hatya
Has she been the Hatya for a while? Was she the Hatya when I was working?
8 years.
She was the Hatya when I was here before, but I don't think I've ever had more than a good morning or good evening exchange with her.
That's true, but
I
if
mean-
this thing was a thing of that particular faith and then it was taken by a different place,
it's
Nethys has
definitely
some feelings
possible
about that.
Kelru knew that there was some sort of artifact kept in the temple. He doesn't know what it is. He wasn't with us when we found out that it was a
No.
mask.
He is an intelligent man.
He may think that we have it or know where it is, and that may be what the warning was
Yeah.
about. I don't think it was anything they're actively seeking us. I think it was just a general...
It was you.
If they find out.
He said, Onuris, be careful, or whatever.
Probably because he assumes that he's holding it, because he's the only, magic
Until we met
user.
you, I was the only one capable of using magic in the group.
Oh, well, yeah, that
It
explains
might also just be the fact that we are the ones who presumably found it, so we might know where it's going.
But he is not worried about you because you don't cast spells.
Well, no, of course not. I'm just saying, if the
just
interest in
one.
Onuris might just be for information, not for the artifact itself.
You cast a spell? What spell do you cast?
I cast read magic, and I also have this fancy new robe, and it lets me detect magic.
Oh, that's an excellent. Oh, that's nice.
I
That's
have
very
no magic
sophisticated.
except I can make myself larger with the power of my custom.
I see, kind of got like an enlarged person thing going on. That's fancy.
I call it the beginning, but yes.
In big, I like that.
It is technically an enlarged cat person.
On your size.
It is in large cat.
You're a very interesting fella.
You arrive at the end of the desert winds. I suppose now with this greater level of danger, well, first off, all of you have to pay for your rooms again, so 5 gold pieces for...
Well, maybe we should all cuddle on account if we got to keep watch and whatnot.
You mean share a room and not actually cuddle?
Either way,
I'm not a big fan of cuddling.
you don't say. Hollis smiles.
Well, as far as the room availability goes, I don't think they had one that had 2 big beds in it, did they?
well, I
Or
mean,
anything
not
like that?
large beds, no.
Yeah.
I mean, we could always
can
just
make
pull
a
out
tiny
some
hut,
cots.
but it's not helpful.
You make a tiny hut inside of your room.
But that tiny hut's not all that helpful.
No, it's not. That'd be more for when we're roughing it.
I assume some of you have
I got a pack.
bedrolls and...
No, yeah.
Onuris
full
did
kit.
rent the big room.
So we could all stay in the big room
Let's
and
all
sleep
stay
on
with
the floor.
Onuris, and that way we can...
I mean, Sudi doesn't sleep more than like a couple hours a night anyway, so, you know.
So does Onuris, and he's keeping the fluffy big bed. He paid for it.
You informed the man at the bar that you're all going to stay in one room instead.
I bet he's
kind of
very
looks at all of you
displeased.
and he's like, "Oh, okay, well that's not a problem." It's like, "I'll send up some extra cots and all the rest of that, and it'll be 8 gold pieces,
Okay.
5 gold pieces for the room, and 1 additional gold piece for each additional occupant."
Oh my god.
I'm assuming baths are included.
I mean, there's a bath up there, so all of you can use that bath.
Oh,
if
we
you so
should-
wish.
Onuris has
take a
great
bath.
water, right?
Although I don't need a cot.
Although I guess we then have to have a place to put the water, so, you know, that's the problem.
The cot's included with the occupancy fee.
Yeah, Onuris has create water memorized, but if there's a tub in the room, do you think there would be some sort of water source?
Can you
Yeah,
create...
they bring water up.
Yeah, I was like, can you create hot water, though? Like,
No.
yeah, you just create cold water.
I just create water. I think it's just water.
Room temp water.
Probably room temperature water.
Nice and tepid.
You could create water in a bucket, leave it outside, and then bring it in. after
Okay,
it's
no.
sunbaked for a while.
Here's what you do. You create water, then Hollis casts prestidigitation to slowly heat the water up.
The bath is included. Why are we talking about water?
I'm just saying, this is the way that if we had a portable tub, we could all take baths while we're on the road. I'm just saying.
We can also
Sudi's
just have
fixated
Onuris
on
create
this.
water on our heads.
Yeah,
I like that Sudi goes through this entire plan, despite the fact that he's probably just dunked himself in the river whenever he needs a bath his entire life.
yes, but Sudi's living fancy
Spoiled now.
He's living fancy.
He's a fancy
He
lad.
thinks this is what fancy people do.
Yes, exactly.
Fancy people have their priests come in and create water for them, not having their servants drag up water.
That
from
seems
them.
perfectly reasonable in my fantasy world of what rich people do.
So yeah, I suppose all of you settle in. Are you just doing a 2-person watch? Like Sudi watches the first half of the night, Onuris watches the second half?
I mean, we can.
I mean, everybody else needs 8 hours of sleep.
It's true.
I do need 8 hours.
Yep.
Do we want to do that spell for you first? So that I don't use it and then have to not have a spell?
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah. How does this work? What do we do? What creepy things are going to happen?
I want to find it.
That's Jessica. How does this work? What is the name of this spell
It's
for
called
curious
Share
fans?
Memory.
Share memory.
Share Memory
Okay.
is a 2nd level divination spell.
Okay.
It takes a standard action to cast.
All right.
It affects me and one person, so you.
Okay.
You momentarily link your mind with the target and share a single memory of no longer than 1 minute.
Oh my god, you're going Liara to Sony on me.
Yep.
Ooh.
You can show the target one of your memories, show the target one of its own memories, or view one of the target's memories. So the question is, do you want to watch the memory again, or do you want Hollis to watch it?
I want Hollis to watch it. Because
So
I'm
maybe
sure
just-
Citra's gone over
yeah.
it 1,000 times.
All right.
So are you guys drifting like in Pacific Rim? Is that what this
I guess
basically
we're
is?
sitting together, and I'm just
we are-
going to...
We are entering
Is there
the
a-
void together like Liara to Sony does.
Yeah. Is there a
Mass Effect.
material component?
It doesn't tell. It's verbal somatic only.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so all you do is just kind of sit down, you face one another.
Give me hands.
Suppose you warn her.
Light as feathers, stiff as a bark.
Sorry.
Hollis closes her eyes. She opens them back up. They're just completely black pits. Embrace eternity.
Oh, God.
Why?
the game over screen shows.
You receive a brief flash. Your mind goes back. You're just kind of holding Citra's hands. You can feel that tenuous link. Sitra, her grip on your hands just tightens. And kind of that way that someone, that suddenly starts falling, grabs onto something hard. Hollis, you feel this grip on the present there where you can feel these hands in yours, but the room disappears around you. And in its place, you find yourself elsewhere, somewhere far away. You're in a small room lit by a fire from a nearby cooking pit. Off ahead of you, you can see a door leading outside of the building. You can see a window next to it that overlooks the outside, where you can see a bit of a splayed city beyond, but not much detail, as it's nighttime and it's just painted by the full moon. The light plays over the far side of the room, and you can see that there's a dirt floor here, but there's a raised up section, only about 2 or 3 feet, that's part of the stone foundation, with a few steps leading up to this higher area, and what honestly looks to just be kind of a one-room shack. A table nearby is covered with a variety of painting supplies, but your eyes are actually drawn to this raised area where you can see that there are some straw pallets laid out to form as beds for 4 people. A young boy lays on this mat. You watch from one side of the room. You can't move. And you realize your perspective is low. You're always tall. Citra's not really that tall, but this is smaller than Sitra was. Your perspective being so low here.
She was a child.
You can see two figures, both of which you recognize them as you've met them now. Citra's parents. Her mother sitting there holding the hand of this young, sickly, thin boy with fine, handsome features and disheveled shock of black hair. Her father paces. Both of them look younger than when you'd seen them now, unbent by the years of hard labor that would follow, and you suppose just the pain and the tragedy of this loss. Her father's talking to a priest, a man wearing robes of bright yellows and golds, robes the color of the priests of Serenre. He seems to be explaining something when you hear this rattling sound and this horrible wail come from Citra's mother. The boy stops moving, and then in almost an obscenity of the grave, as if you're watching all of this sped up 100,000 times, the body just goes from flesh and blood to dust. She cries, holding the pile of dust left in her hand. Your vision blurs in this memory, and you can hear a sob uncomfortably close nearby, as if coming from yourself. And then the dust swirls. There's a whispering sound that seems to be echoed backwards, almost as if you're hearing someone speak from outside. Not inside, not like it's coming from the dust, but almost from that open window that you'd seen before. Like a voice traveling on the desert winds. A scream goes up from the woman, from yourself, or from the view that you have here. The dust swirls up into a mass, and for a moment you see this vague cloud, almost in the shape of a man, but with these two pinpricks, like motes of ember caught in the wind, floating inside of this mist of smoke. As it reaches a hand out towards Citra's mother, you hear this bellowed yell of dawnflower, and this pulse of energy tears through the room. The creature recoils as the priest holds up his unholy symbol, and then that whisper comes again, the soft call. Do you speak Ancient Osiriani?
I do!
Come to me. The mist, the smoke, everything collapses, flowing out of the window, sailing with impossible speed into the night. And then you see your perspective as the point of view you're in charges across the room and buries your face into the leg of your father, Citra's father. And then you release the grip on Citra's hand, still sitting here in the inn room.
Hollis wipes her eyes and collects herself for a second. Can I make a knowledge check on that creature?
You may make a knowledge religion.
11, 14, 25.
25?
Not bad.
Specifically, no. Certainly undead. Although you've never seen an undead transformation happen within a matter of seconds like that. The only thing that could spring to mind in that case would be something akin to the create spawn ability of a shadow. It seemed possibly incorporeal, although there was an odd solid state to it. Like the smoke, the dust that comprised it seemed physical.
I think I'm not sure what Atsu became. Something undead, maybe something incorporeal, maybe a spawn, like a shadow spawn, but it wasn't quite. But something was calling to him. That voice that whispers from the window,
yes,
voice.
I never understood it.
That voice is saying, "Come to me," in Ancient Osiriani.
Oh, that would make sense. I only learned Ancient Osiriani about a month ago.
From this nifty tablet, she pulls up this giant tablet that you carry around in your pack.
That somehow fits in the pack, even though it's like a Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, I think it feels to me like it perhaps is some sort of curse, some sort of throughout time kind of curse.
Yes, but who would be calling to it?
I mean, maybe that ancestor, maybe whoever cursed you, maybe... I do not know the answer to that.
But it's still more than I do before. Thank you very much.
Of course. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
But it was good that that priest of Serenity was there, or else that could have gone much worse.
Well, I never thought what it was malicious, or at least not intending to be.
It may not have been, but if it was something like a shadow spawn, had it touched your mother...
Could have been bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was a spawn of some sort, it probably doesn't have any will of its own any longer.
I don't know
He
if it's not...
technically, I think. He technically.
Yeah,
Falter shrugs.
I do not know.
I mean, it's not normal, so maybe Atsu's still there.
Where
That's
was
my
that?
hope. That was in On.
I don't know. Perhaps we can find something like Onuris said. Figure out who might have summoned ancient Osiriani. It does mean it would be the right time period, I suppose.
If Hakatep called her family a traitor, it's most likely some offense against him that was the reason for the curse to begin with.
But being a traitor against somebody that's bad is not a bad thing, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if Hakatep was bad.
It wouldn't be the first time that someone good was punished by someone bad for doing something good.
Yeah, historically that happens more often than not.
So, I mean, that's a possibility. I mean, if you're a traitor to a bad pharaoh,
Which is most likely the case.
then
Good for you.
wouldn't treason be the good thing to do?
I think so.
I don't know. There's a lot of ifs.
Yeah.
I mean, I follow Caden, and that usually doesn't come with a great deal of respect for the natural
Fair enough.
legal system or anything like that.
I mean, my faith doesn't care for it either.
For Hakatep to have been wiped from memory like he's been, he must have done something. We have followers, we have pharaohs that follow Rovagug and Set that we know about. That the pharaohs after them didn't find any need to wipe them from the face of history.
Could also be a petty squabble. Could be something more personal between him and the one after him. I don't know.
I don't get that impression from what I remember of my father.
Yes, but I hate to say this, and I don't mean this in a mean way, but you do have a bias.
So do you.
That's what I mean, is that we both have differing stories on this, and we keep clinging to them, and I feel like we're not getting the full story because of it.
The truth is most likely going to be painful for both of you.
Probably. Most of this has been.
Truth
This
is
is a
not gonna
common
be.
problem run into by the Pathfinders, actually.
The truth hurting?
Oh, no. That the Pathfinders routinely you chronicle your own adventures and then apply them back. But as kind of a rule, if you're the subject of your own adventure, you're usually, what do they call it? An unreliable narrator.
That is true.
I was called that a lot.
We've all seen these carvings in these walls. These pharaohs always talk themselves up. You never can quite tell what was real and what wasn't real.
My memories of my father are all of him being a good ruler, and they aren't just vague memories. They are things that I remember.
You can still be a good ruler and make mistakes.
I don't
be a
think
good Robin.
he was involved in whatever happened.
But he
with
may have
this.
been involved in covering it up.
He covered up the mask because they didn't have a way to destroy it at the time. The tablet told us that much.
Which means he probably covered up everything with Hakatep because that's what happened to. I'm not saying that your father was a bad ruler. He wouldn't be in history as he is if he wasn't a good ruler at least.
Wait, he's your father?
Yes.
I've been kind of running on a theory that he's some kind of reincarnated thing. Nobody really told me. I kind of know.
he
Are you reincarnated?
Yes.
Reincarnated.
Okay, I'm really confused. How can you be thousands of years old if you're not a construct?
I am not a construct.
This
My
body is
soul was reborn into a new body. I still have memories of my previous life.
He strokes his chin. That would have required that you break free of the River of Souls and go in a reverse of the natural order of Pharasma's making.
I have the impression that Pharasma herself has something to do with this.
Oh, wow.
Pharasma doesn't intervene.
She certainly didn't intervene with Aridin.
Good one.
Hey, Falto gets me.
I don't know if it was Falto getting that or Rick getting that, being like, yeah, that's right, you are older than Aridin's death.
I had a vision back in Wati, and I encountered a psychopomp.
That's why you had the Plague of Madness.
Yes.
What psychopomp was it? What kind?
So do I even remember what kind it was? I knew it was a bird.
It looked like a bobber to you.
It looked like a bobber, one of the birds. It had its mask.
Oh, you got a whole bird thing going. That makes sense.
And I asked it why I had returned, and it laughed at me and pointed at Pharasma's spire.
Huh.
Wasn't that a fever dream?
Seemed very real.
Unreliable narrator.
I don't know. That stuff always seems
Coming from Sudi, who's like, and then I showed up and he was talking to a statue.
Exactly. It's like Sudi's like, and that's the unreliable narrator thing. I'm catching on.
That's not the weirdest thing I've ever
Sudi
heard
gets
of.
me.
There are
Already our minds are
cultures
becoming as
that
one.
use various things to induce types of visions. I don't know if it was real or not, but I have been returned from the afterlife. Hakatep is my uncle.
That is a very uncomfortable family situation.
Exactly.
But wait, you just said you're not thousands of years old.
I'm not.
The spirit, it's kind of like that soul is old, but the body's new. Because the soul had to go somewhere, otherwise he'd be incorporeal.
Onuris looks over at Sitra.
What?
It just kind of looks back at Falto.
It's magic stuff. He doesn't know.
Yeah,
he
magic
also
stuff's
only
weird.
catches about every other word. He doesn't speak Osiriani that well.
Oh, we could speak in common.
Would that help?
Probably.
I mean, I spoke common before I spoke with Siriani.
I need to learn the local language. You guys did your own thing, but I have my own entire side quest today.
And how was your day,
How was your
Falto?
thing?
Oh, it was great.
Really?
What happened?
Yeah, no, I went down to the waterfront. I hit up a couple of the various shops here, most of the ones that would primarily sell wagons or large camel deals. I talked to them about the deals that went on a couple of years back. I got a general idea. There's not a whole lot of them around for 20-something years, but I talked to some of them. I got some information. Apparently, there was a drover that dealt with a lot of that. I got an address. I'm going to go hit them up tomorrow. I stopped by. I had some delicious dates. That is amazing. There's a nice date orchard. Yeah, orchard just on the outside of town. So I went out there. I had some dates. It was wonderful. I brought back some jelly. He holds up a jar.
Day jelly.
I bought some bread while I was at it, so I figured we could have a snack sometime a little bit later on. I usually get a little snacky around like midnight or so I'll step up and just make
This is
something.
why he's around.
Sudi's like stroking his chin, going, maybe I want to go with Falto's tomorrow on his adventure.
I was going to say, if
Sounds
anybody's
better than reading
wondering,
books.
bread is the way to Citra's heart.
It's like some good non-bread type stuff.
Exactly.
Like a nice flatbread.
So yeah, I got some pretty good information, so I'm going to go and hit up some of these old drovers and everything and try to talk to them, get a general idea of exactly what happened. Apparently, they set up a whole expedition. It was a huge thing at the time. It looked like my father spent a great deal of money and flashed his wayfinder left and right. So it left a lot of impressions on people. So yeah, I think I actually made some really good headway.
Yes. Well, at least one of us is having good luck.
Yeah.
We were kind of threatened but warned, so like we're going to do a whole watch thing tonight on account of somebody might be trying to kill Onuris, but we're not sure why or who.
We don't even have a credible threat of that.
I mean,
we just know that there's something going on.
I believe Sitra.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got some string. Punch a hole in a couple of silver pieces. And we attach that to a nail over the door, and we can make a door chime in case anyone tries to open up the door.
Oh, that's good thinking.
I've got some pittons we could hammer into the edges on the window sills and everything.
Yes, because I have the money to pay for all of these damages to the building.
I mean, you got a magic person here. Can't she just fix it?
I can fix it, probably.
Oh, see?
Probably.
What is that, mending? I don't know.
Just
Yeah, it'd be mending.
Okay, yeah, I got that.
Yeah, so we just hammer a couple of those in place. That would make sure no one can open up the windows. And
Yeah,
all the
I'm
rest of
sure
that.
Citra's got a little paranoia about the windows too, so she's probably got the cot the furthest from the window.
One by the bathroom.
Oh, trust me, I have years of training in the Grand Lodge on how to properly set up a foolproof chamber so that you won't be assaulted by creatures during the night, set up proper wards and protections. I didn't pass any of the magical wards or protection classes. I really wanted to learn how to do alarm spells, but
Yeah, I don't have that prepared today.
yeah, unfortunately that didn't work out particularly well. I'm more of the they call it the School of Swords,
Oh, that's
less than the scrolls.
all right.
But yeah, I can make some impromptu wind chimes, and maybe when you guys are out tomorrow, or actually while you guys are doing your research, I'll just pop by a couple of shops, see if I can find one that sells some wind chimes. We'll hang that over the front door in case somebody tries to come in the night.
That sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
It's a surefire way to defeat invisibility. Also, actually, I think I've got some flour.
Oh,
I'll just sprinkle that around the door in case something invisible tries to sneak its way in.
nice.
How many invisible things have you had to deal with?
You'd be amazed. It is an amazingly powerful spell for as simple as it seems to be for people to be capable of casting it.
That's fair. I should probably prepare see invisibility. Hollis opens her spell book.
Oh, okay. In the meantime, I'll make some little powder bombs or something like that. You just get some paper packets. Paper seems to be pretty well available here. You fill them up full of papyrus, however you want to say it. You fill them up full of a little bit of flour. You just make these impromptu bombs so you can throw at things.
So
smacks into them, turns invisible.
This is Sitra and Falto's project for tonight because she is really eager to learn this.
So I like the idea that Sudi also now is like contemplating going. He like looks over at Sitra and he's just like kind of stage whispers. I see why you keep him around. He knows things.
Does he?
I mean, he doesn't know anything about you, but he knows a lot about how to make invisible things visible.
Look, generally speaking, I don't know anything about Arcana, or really dungeoneering, or doing engineering stuff, or anything pertaining towards history, or really the nobility. I'm only vague on local stuff or anything geography related, or really any sort of.
If anybody wonders what Falto's skill points are in.
All of that notwithstanding, however, I do know how to adventure.
That's a helpful skill.
He gives his most winning smile.
I'm ready for our powder making montage.
I'm going to bed.
I guess that means I have first watch.
I'll see you in 2 hours.
Hollis settles into a cot away from the bomb making area so that she doesn't get flour on her.
They're not bombs. There's no explosives.
Well,
in them.
flour bomb.
I'm just imagining it looks more like a drug manufacturing thing. Because it's like all this white powder. They're like measuring it out, scooping it into little packets.
Yeah, Hollis just lays. She puts her hat on her
SWAT
face.
team kicks in the door and arrests you all for making Mamiya.
Weird.
Maybe.
I put my hat on my face.
Dig
and
around
I
in
put my chicken
Sudi's
on my
pockets.
chest. I sleep.
They dig around in Sudi's pockets, just rip out this bag of catnip. Anyway.
Yeah.
I need that for medicinal purposes. I swear.
It's the only way I can stay awake through my watch.
I was just saying more for my anxiety, but
Oh, there you go.
I need that for my anxiety. It's medical. I've got this slip of paper that says it's okay.
Signed XOXO Viper.
Oh, it was only valid in Wati. Dang it.
Sagira wrote that.
It's only valid in Wati. Dang it.
Sagira told him that it was real so that he would use it so he would be less anxious, but actually it's not legal at all.
He can't read it.
But he can know.
Oh, it's so mean. But possible. So very possible.
The 5 of you, I suppose, at that point, settle in for the night, prepping yourself for another busy day. I imagine contemplating the dangers facing you, the extra wrinkle that Kelru adds, the fact that he's somehow connected to the Hatya for the city, and the fact that you've exhausted already one avenue of pursuit here. You must now pay a rather expensive cost of going in and attempting to further research inside of the Great Chamber of Knowledge in the Grand Library, and the knowledge that with every passing day, the danger possibly to all of you grows. And the odds of the ruse that Septi is playing wearing off and attention tracking back to all of you. As you kind of contemplate this, you settle in for the night. A nice breeze blows in through the windows.
I thought we closed those.
Yeah, we
Blows
totally
through a
closed
crack in the window.
They're not very secure windows.
Blows in through the balcony. You didn't close the balcony.
Oh no.
That was supposed to be closed. No. And Sitra, you sit on the edge of your bed. You stare across the long length of the room. Onuris sleeping, Hollis passed out, a chicken perched on her hip, cooing softly to itself.
Her chest.
Chest.
Her chest.
I imagine Hollis was sometimes a side sleeper too,
Oh, that's true.
so not always a back sleeper.
That's true.
Falto passed out next to you. Sudi sitting, just like 10 feet in front of the door, his one remaining eye closed, his ears just kind of pivoting back and forth from window to window to window with one ear back towards the door as he sits in a meditative trance. And you didn't choose to share in Hollis's vision, but you yourself can't help for your mind going back to that night. And this knowledge that if this was a curse, if this was somehow connected, if this is all connected back to whomever 6,000 years ago did something so terrible, that the answers to everything that you seek might be literally beneath your feet. And as you prepare yourself to go to sleep, to go to bed, you have to wonder again, and yours has this belief that Pharasma has set him on this course. And you wonder, with everything bringing you back here, having spent so many years in this city with this knowledge mere 100 yards possibly away from you, if you're just circling back and forth closer and closer to your fate. And I'll leave you to think about that for a week.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cruel. That's cruel.
And we'll pick it up here next time.
Yay.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
I'm wondering if they have like a discount book or anything, because 50 gold is a lot, man. Do they have like maybe like a tourist discount or anything? Find the Pathfinders is an officially licensed partner of Paizo Incorporated. Mummy's Mask is copyright 2014. Mummy's Mask and the Pathfinder Adventure Path are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.